ho, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and those of us that still have turkey leftovers in the fridge.
Hi ho! Hi ho!
It is cold this morning. My thermometer here in my car is showing 0 degrees Celsius. That's 32 for you Fahrenheit users, which I am, but my car is stuck on this and it's not worth my effort to change. So yesterday, first day of the new job, how did it go? You're asking. I know you're dying with anticipation. Maybe it's me. Either way, I'm going to tell you. It went pretty well. No big surprises. It was what I expected. Only got lost. Had to ask direction one time. That's a big bonus. That place is a little outdated. I see some changes coming. Some updates, not just me, but I know the management company wants me to do a few things to update, bring them into the, honestly, the 90s. We'll start with that. So, but met some of my co-workers, quite a few. The only problem is all the members of management have a meeting every morning at like 8:30 in the morning. And it only lasts, 5-10 minutes, whatever. But it's a conference call with the CEO who manages multiple businesses, and I guess it's kind of a state of the union. He asks how each department's doing, things like that. It's a good way for him to keep in touch and address them personally, but on our end, it's, of course, keep in mind, I've been to one and nobody had any issues, so. But it seems like it's a pep rally. He read the 10 Commandments of good business, something like that. He was on like a Commandment 5 or something when I got there. I guess he does one a day. You can tell he's reading straight out of the latest Joel Osteen book or whoever business guru he's following. And more power to him. At least he's hands-on and trying, so can't really fault him for that. I had a CEO a couple jobs back. Oh man, you're talking about a disgrace. Small hospital, and this guy couldn't tell you the names of 3 people that worked there. He power walked everywhere he went. Had his family come up, and daytime they came up for anything, a Band-Aid. The world had to stop, clear a path, get a room ready, have a doctor on standby. One of those. Had a son-in-law who was an assistant football coach at the high school. So every Friday, all the football players would come to the cafeteria and eat for free. Yeah, it's a very poor town. A lot of immigrant families. But make sure you let the football players eat free. That's a good plan. The guy was an absolute tool. The beauty of it was, he'd been there for 30-something years. They had a big scandal involving the ambulance service. Suddenly this 35-year tenured CEO of the hospital skipped town pretty quick. Got his high school diploma daughter with no further education, who was the head of a clinic, she was like 22 years old, something like that, if that old. He had her the head of a clinic. He had her, they did an audit in the board of directors. Came in, said, why in the world is this girl making so much money? Well, after he left, he hired his son to mow the grass for the hospital. Of course, his son did it about half the time. Dad did about half the time. But he would split up the kid's payment. He would pay him, he'd pay their youngest daughter, he'd pay his wife. So it was never, the end of the year, the son didn't make that much money mowing the grass. But when you added all of it together, they made more than most nurses there. I mean, it was funny was the new CEO that came in they hired. Laid back dude. First time I met him, ran into him in the hallway, saw my name tag, just had my first name. He said, "Oh, read it off, told me where I worked." He knew what days of the week I worked. He knew everything about me. I guarantee he could have told me my salary down to the penny. He was very hands-on, very nice guy. But I think he was at the end of his working career. Weirdly enough, he came back to that hospital. He was there, before the first one. 30-something years ago, he was there. But he came back and just kind of slowed down and take it easy. So he's a nice guy, but he wasn't going to, attack any problem or anything. He just let it ride. So got to that letting ride when it's time, and problems were becoming pretty evident that it's time for me to go. But this one, of course, one day, how many problems could I see other than, again, it being outdated in several ways? But working with a good friend, that's always nice. Still got a lot of things set up. Got to meet with a couple people today to see about basically starting a new department, part of it, sleep studies. So kind of a baptism by fire. I had to one day, time to get moving. Now, it is December 2nd, and I got a friend whose birthday it is. But the problem is, I have two friends. One of them's birthday's the 2nd, one's the 5th, and I never remember which is which. Never can get that right. Ooh, I need to Facebook them and see. I hate Facebook, but if it lets me keep track, don't make a fool of myself. December 2nd. So Thanksgiving was what, 6 days ago? No, 5. Last Thursday. Today's Tuesday. It was last Thursday. Was it 6 days? My wife has already got tree up and presents under it. Yeah. She's been waiting on this moment. So I got home last night. Tree and presents. I think she's been shopping since about June. Yeah, at least I don't have to. She's youngest son, youngest child, 17. She's convinced this is our last Christmas with him. So she's gonna make all the Christmas memories. I guarantee you, I come home, there's a gingerbread house. Okay, let's see. I think we're good. Job, first day. It was cake. Other than going there and coming home, that's about it. Watched a little Monday Night Football. Disappointing. Vikings lost. But I'm actually quite a bit earlier this morning. I'm actually going to get there about an hour and a half early so I can meet some of the night shift. kind of announce my presence type thing. We didn't have a formal meet and greet, so I'm having to bounce around on schedules this week just to, kind of run into everybody. See if we need to have a department meeting at some point. But that's about it. First day good. Good enough. I'm coming back for day 2. Well, I'll let you know how that goes. See you next time.
Hey, Peter Parker.